Hey guys, welcome back to another tutorial by Shayna's Home DIY and Crafts. In today's video, we're going to be making a personalized Christmas ornament. So I have here my polyurethane water base, I have my glitter, I have my large syringe, and I have my ornament ball, clear ball. So all I'm doing here, I'm just measuring to show you guys the size of the ball, which is a 12 inch. You could say 12 and a half. Most people probably say 13, but I'm going to go with 12 inches. So all I'm doing is just measuring to show you guys how large this ball is, because it doesn't show as large as it is on camera versus in person. So here we have our polyurethane water base, and I've been using this for years. If you want to go back and watch like old Christmas ornament video, which you know what, I'm going to have in the description box below, you guys could see I have this 60 ml syringe. I just filled this up for years, and all I do is clean it off once I'm done using it, and capping it is good. So here we have some air. I try to stay away from air bubble in the to pull up, so it goes in the ball, because then your glitter will be patchy. So I don't want patchy glitter. So pull up nicely, put some air in, and slowly pull out, pull up the polyurethane in the syringe. And I'm just showing you guys, I have this jar for years. It's been going years and it's still standing good. I'm just showing you guys the flow of it there. I have that spoon in there for years because I use that to stir it. This time I didn't have to stir it because it's storing in a better temperature. But all you have to do is just store these things. If you're in a cold climate like I am, is store it in a good temperature in the winter time. So just capping that back. So here we're going to mix our glitter. I'm using this soft little light blue. The customer wants a light blue, and I don't have enough light blue. I have just that little pack of light blue glitter there. I don't even know where I got it from. But I have this pack that's bigger. It's blue, but it's not as light. So what I'm going to do here is mix in some of this glitter with it to make it enough, because that amount of light glitter is not going to be enough. So I'm just mixing that in, and just so it don't get too blue, but it's not too, it's going to turn out beautiful. Keep watching, you'll see. So stirring that in just with a popsicle stick, and I have those glitter in the bag for years from Joann's Fabric. We don't even have Joann's Fabric around here anymore. So if you're wondering where you can buy your glitter, you could buy them on Joann's Fabric. If you have one in your local area, you could get them at Hobby Lobby. You could get it at Walmart. You could get it at Michael's. You could get it online, wherever. But I always just like run into the store when they have sales, and that's why I get those big packets. Those little packets, I don't know where I get them from. Maybe the Dollar Tree, I don't know, somewhere. But anyway, here I have an 8-ounce cup, because these ornament fits. The size of the ornament fits perfect on top of that cup. So you guys notice I'm slowly pouring in the polyurethane inside of the ornament or the ball, and I'm slowly swirling that around. We don't want air bubble. Like I mentioned earlier, air bubble gives us packets in our glitter, and we want this to look as professional as can be. We don't want it to look like it's handmade, okay? Because it's handmade with love. So we're slowly swirling around. It doesn't take a lot, but so don't put too much. Don't flood the thing, because if you put too much in the ball, then you're gonna be waiting forever for it to semi-dry, because you want to make sure that it's like drained out. Everything is drained out, and it's not like dry, but like tacky, so the glitter could stick to it. Because if you put the glitter in it while it's running, you're just going to have clumps of glitter running, just as how you see the polyurethane is moving in the ball right now as I'm swirling it. That's what your glitter is going to look like, have clumps, and it's going to probably look like, I don't know, maybe it will look nice as a design, but you could, a professional person or somebody who makes these will be able to tell that it is just running glitter in polyurethane. So that's all I'm doing, slowly swirling around, and once I get all the way to the top, you want to make sure, because it can be a little hard to get it onto the lip or the top right there where we have to put that cap back on. So I'm taking my sweet time, draining it slowly, because at this point it starts draining, getting that drained off all the way down into the cup. So that's what I'm doing, swirling around, draining in the cup. You're probably tired of hearing me say swirl around. So there it is. You see how it's draining in the cup? So what I'm going to do is just kind of like put the ball on top of the cup. After I finish drain out the excessive amount of polyurethane, I'm just going to sit the ball right on top of the cup like so, and leave it for a few minutes to drain everything out. And once it starts looking a little clear, you see the difference? It's not so white. On the ornament, it's slightly clear. I'm going to take it out. You see that? So that's how I know that it's ready. Okay, just watch for the color and the change. As it dries, it's going to get clear. This is why we're using polyurethane, because as it dries, it's going to get super clear. So anyways, here we are. I use a small medicine cup, or you can use a funnel if you want. But I love using these medicine cup. I use them to mix glitter for my tumblers. It's just easy, and because you could bend it, like you could literally squeeze it so you could get it in there versus using a funnel. But trials and error, I came up with this. I think it's way easier like this. So once I put the glitter in the ornament, I'm just gonna swirl it around like I'm doing. See, swirl it around. Now you could do two color. Let's take it off. Let's get off track a little here. If you want to do two color at this point, instead of putting more blue in it, you could put another color to get another color with it, okay? If you want to do like a two-tone bottom and top, that's how it works. But we're not doing that because our customer just want plain light blue. You see how it's coming? It's a light blue, beautiful. So we're getting there. So there we are. It is very cold upstate, up north New York. It's 27 degrees, and it's not even Thanksgiving yet, but I'm already in the Christmas spirit. So you see I'm wearing my Christmas PJs right there. So all I'm doing is I'm tapping on the ball, tapping to make sure the glitter moves around nicely and I don't get any clumps or chunk anywhere. So move that around, swirl it around. And once I'm done, any excess that leave inside, I'm going to knock that out. But before I do so, I want to make sure I get the top ring up there, the top lip. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to use a little cap right there. And I'm just going to hold like that, and we're going to shake it to make sure that part. And we're going to tap on the bottom to make sure we don't have glitter still in there shaking around like a baby toy. Shake it, shake it, shake. Because when you give this to your customer, you don't want them to feel like, what the hell is inside of here shaking? I mean, you know what? Now that I'm thinking that, this could be a beautiful gift ornament for your kids or whomever. You could put, if you want to put like some dollars inside there for your kids, you could put it in there and hand it to them and just make sure that they open it to see what's in there. But you're going to ask me, how are we going to get out whatever we put in there? You could use a tweezer. The hole is big enough, so you can use a tweezer to get in there and get it out. So that's all the excess glitter that leave back that I tapped just now in the medicine cup. We're going to tap it again back into the ornament, and we're going to swirl it around and around and around to make sure everything is like it sit inside and we don't leave any spot. So you see, that's how it's all shiny and nice and beautiful. And that's it. And look at it, the measurement was perfect. You see that? We have nothing leave back but that little, I don't even know what I'm doing with that, but I think I'm just doing that to clean up. So that's what we have going on there. We're going to use our little vacuum, turn that on. And if you're interested in knowing where I get this vacuum from, I got it from Temu a couple years ago. And I keep forgetting that I have it, so I constantly like wipe off the table, brush the table off. But it comes in very handy. So that's what I'm doing there, using that little vacuum to vacuum off the glitter from my station. So once I'm done doing all of that, we're going to go to the next step, which is we're going to get a writing on our ornament. Now I made a few of these ornaments, and what I did was, because I had a few of them to make, I put in all the names in my Cricut design space, and then I use my Cricut Joy and I cut it all out. You don't have to use a Cricut Joy, you could use a Cricut Maker, whatever. I use a Cricut Joy. I have a Cricut Maker, but I use a Cricut Joy because it's portable, and I carry these things around with me. So when I get like a little bit of downtime or whatever time, if I have, I can make these. So I have the dog named Otis. So we're going to put that on it. I'm going to check if you guys are interested in knowing the font that I use. I don't remember if it's Love Me or something like that, but I'm going to look it up in my computer, and I'm going to drop that in a pinned comment. So you guys could, if you want to make this and you're curious about the font, so you could check that out. Or maybe I should put it in the description box below, because somebody still is going to ask anyways. So there it is. So once you're done putting the glitter and everything in your ornament, you want to leave it up like I did right there on my little cup thing there to make sure it gets air dry. You don't want to like close it right away and send it off. Usually once I make these, I leave them for a few days open so it could air, so we know it's gonna fully dry, because we don't want to, it's just me. I don't want to leave it like that and then next thing it goes out and something goes wrong. So here we are, we're using some 91% alcohol to clean off the ornament so we could get our vinyl to stick. We're using permanent vinyl, all right, to stick to the ornament. And usually as well, once I make these, as soon as these order come in, I make them and I try to keep them for a day or two to make sure that my vinyl stays on, because this is a round surface and it can be tricky and it can be hard with these vinyl to get it on a round surface. So if you're new to Cricut or Cricut Joy or whatever you're using, or trying to put vinyl sticker and round thing, it's not you're not doing anything wrong. It can be very hard to put stuff right in on round surface. It took me a couple years to get it without getting it bubbling and curling and all that. So here I have my little squeegee and I'm just burnishing over. And if you notice, I didn't want to cut my transfer paper. So I know somebody's going to say you could cut the transfer paper. Yes, I know that. But I didn't want to do that because I want to save it. I use this one little small piece of transfer paper on every ornament I've made this season so far. I use it until it can't stick anymore. But an easier way to do it, if you guys are not used to it like I'm used to it, to get it on like I'm doing, is to slit your transfer tape. Slit your transfer tape so you could get that nice curve. You could do that. I've done that. I've been there, done that. I got used to doing it like this. So now this is what works for me. So do what works for you. But again, if you're new, you can always do that. It's a lot of money for craft stuff. So I've learned the hard way, the long way, how to save my money. Or you will never have any money. You'll spend all your money to craft and you still don't earn anything on your crafting because you have to put it back into buying all of these things because you waste it. So that's what I have to say. So if you notice, I put on the TIS first, and then I kind of peel up my transfer tape a little bit, and then I'm going around with my O, and I'm just using my little squeegee to burnish that on as I go around, just to make sure I get this O on properly. It's not Q, it's the font that makes it look like a Q. It's Otis. The dog name is Otis, and that font make it looks like a Q. Anyways, that's it. So now we're pulling it off. Take your time when you're pulling it off. So because I use this squeegee a lot on a lot of different things, and this vinyl is white, you could go over with the squeegee after you take the transfer tape off and burnish more. But guess what? Especially those red lining on the transfer tape, those get transferred onto my squeegee. So if I take that squeegee and try to rub it over just the writing alone without putting the transfer tape like I'm doing here, what's going to happen? My vinyl is going to turn red. Customer order a light blue vinyl with white writing. We don't want red on it. We don't want to be tacky, and we want to be professional about this. I love what I do, and I put my heart and soul in it. So yes, we want it to look. I'm a perfectionist when it comes to this. So now I'm just going back. See how I'm going back, guys, with the same transfer tape that I've used on every single ornament I've made this season. Okay, and I'm going to use it until it can't stick anymore. All right, and if you guys know, them transfer tape are very sticky at start, so sometimes it can be a pain, especially if you're just starting to use it. I've been there, so you guys know, and for those who have been using, So here we are with the paw. Let's stop talking about that. Let's get to the paw. So again, we have a round surface. If you guys notice, I'm just using my fingers to burnish on where the little paw is, using my squeegee to go right over that. But you notice I didn't put everything down at once. Why? Because if I try to put everything down at once with this curved surface, that part where you have the middle of the paw with that little dog, it's gonna bundle up or crumble up or whatever, have ear bubbles and just don't go on right. Then I'm gonna have to recut it. So that's why I put the paws for the little toes first, then put the middle paws on, and then that's it. And then voila, it's easy. 1, 2, 3. We have a little middle piece that didn't go on right in there. You probably can't see it. We're going to burnish right over that, and that's just to tell the difference of the paw, like the dog legs sitting down looking up. Isn't this cute? It's absolutely gorgeous. So again, we're going to save my little transfer sheet. Like I told you, I save every transfer tape. So now I'm going to put my cap on, and I know somebody's going to say, oh, what you said, you don't cap them. Well, I need to finish this. And in order to finish it, I have to cap it. And I'm going to use a little bit of hot glue to keep this in place. The part where that little tie is, I just kind of glue that down. Now, I used to put ribbons and take those strings off and put the same ribbon that I'm going to use to make the bow to make it look nicer. So when you have it in your hand like this, it looks cute like a little purse. But I've come to realize that when it's on the tree, it's just like a big piece of ribbon just sticking out. Some people like it, some people don't. But also to keep these ornaments at a reasonable price, because they're getting everything is getting expensive. Ribbons getting expensive, glitter is getting expensive, the ornament itself is getting expensive. So in order to keep this in a reasonable budget, to sell these at a reasonable price where people don't think one ornament for that, I stopped doing that. I stopped putting the ribbon on to make the ties. So I leave those little ties that comes on, and it works out still perfectly. Goes on the tree and it looks absolutely gorgeous. It's not out bulky with the ribbon up top, and that's it. So I'm using 2 tone ribbon here. I'm using gold and I'm using white. And I used to also have the option where the customer gets to choose whatever color ribbon. And then I found out it was costing me versus more making me earn something, because I would have to go out and buy a ribbon that I don't have in stock. So now I come to the decision where it's going to be all white. If you want gold, it's going to be white and gold. But if you know, depends on the person. If it's people who I know and all that, and they're willing to pay for it and want the color, I have no problem. I have tons of ribbon, tons. But for one shop sells it all like this is what I'm doing. The one color ribbon, you get to choose though what color ornament you want. It could be purple, green, yellow, pink, whatever color, but it's gonna be white writing, and we're gonna put a white and gold bow on. But again, not everybody, because there's a lot more that people want to use, like the farmhouse. But for the people who are ordering these specific type of ornaments, that's what I'm doing. If they want different color, then I charge a different price for that. And usually once they hear the next price, they go, all right, I'll just take white, because they don't want to pay the extra $5 or whatever, or $2, whatever. You see, you do what you please. I do what I please, because I know my pocket and what I spend. Okay, so that's what's going on. But this is an easy way to use your Cricut to make some money for the holidays. You don't have to have like an Etsy shop, a TikTok shop, or whatever. You could just sell it to your coworkers or your locals in your community, or you could go to craft shows. All right, I have an Etsy shop, by the way, that only has one thing in it. So if you guys are not new, or if you guys are new, tell me if you want to see more arts like this, so we could get it and get the Etsy shop up and running. I also have a TikTok shop. I have every shop, I guess. But I'm not a fan of the TikTok shop, so I'll take it over to Etsy. So we'll see how that's gonna go. But that's what's going on over here. If it's your first time here, my name is Shayna. On this channel, I do a lot of home DIY projects in different type of crafting. And if it's not your first time here, welcome back, and thank you guys so much for your continuous love and support. I appreciate each and every one of you guys, and I appreciate those who are still here. So I just want to call out a few people name that's always here. Big up on yourself, like Miss Pearl, big up yourself, like Dan, big up yourself. And my friend, God, I forget her name. Her name is the DIYer. The DIY, Born to DIY. God, your name is in my mouth, but I forgot your name. But Born to DIY, you know yourself, and I know you're going to hear it. So, yeah, she's from Atlanta, Georgia. So that's it. The ornament is done. Let's keep it in the league here. Ornament is done. So all I'm doing, that excess that drains out into this cup, I'm going to use my 60 ml syringe, and I'm going to pull that back up, because it's going to be reusable. There's nothing wrong with that. I didn't have glitter or anything. But before I cap my syringe, I want to make sure I use a little bit of alcohol on some napkin or paper and wipe off the mouth of my syringe. And there's a big air bubble because I pulled those the excess back up. So I'm just going to push that all the way back down. Don't push it where you spilled it. You're going to cap it. We're going to put it at the corner, and we're going to go to our next ornament. But for this video, we're only showing you the one little ornament that I make, which is Otis. And here I brought it and put it on my Christmas tree, which is a candy cane Christmas tree. So it kind of stands out, but that's the best I could do. We got to get these ornaments out of here. And who noticed that I put my little jam up top, whether it's a boy or a girl, just to make it look good on your tree. And that's it. It's absolutely gorgeous. So once I'm done with this video, we're going to uncap it, and we're going to leave it out to air dry, and it's going to be ready for tomorrow. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, you can go ahead and check out some of my other videos. You may see ornaments, you may see me building a bar, you may see me doing some weird stuff gardening. So just feel free to go ahead and check out some of my other videos. If not, then thank you so much for stopping by for today's video. I do appreciate you, and have a happy holiday. Happy Thanksgiving, because this is the week. Today is Sunday, which is the week of Thanksgiving. So you guys have a great Thanksgiving with your family and friend, and stay positive. So with all that have been said, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Until next time, be blessed, and bye for now.